What is going on, everybody? Today we're diving off of South Jersey. It's a 120-foot clam dredge known as the John Marvin. Me and my buddy Tommy are going down looking for some flounders. This boat sank back in '92 in a winter storm that snuck up on the fleets, and this guy did not make it back to the harbor. Thankfully, nobody died on it. But now it is just a house for a bunch of flounders to lay on, so we're going to sneak on down the line here and see what we get. Probably going to leave it as mostly just video, but I might chime in every once in a while, so enjoy. Alright, so as we sneak down the line to the front of the boat here, you can see that the anchor line is literally hanging on by a thread to the edge of like a shackle of some sort that's sitting on the front of the boat. I decided I was going to hold on to it. Tommy's still up the line quite a ways, and he got all dogged up on his way down, tangled up as he will be several times in this dive. And you know, just tried to hold it tight for him while he came down. And then once he got down the line a little further, we got the anchor secured, and then we were on the hunt. So Tommy didn't love the placement up on the front of the boat, so we ended up moving the anchor over top of the wheelhouse and secured it to a bracket that they had on the top there. Once it was all secured, we ran a line just in case we get lost, and then we were going down the port side of the boat trying to see what we could find. Alright, so as we made our way to the back of the boat, all around the hold, laying on the deck, the flounders were everywhere. Unfortunately, they were smaller fish. Only one looked like it might have been legal, but we ended up leaving them be. I know Tommy was itching to get down in the hold to see if there's any bigger fish down in there, which unfortunately there wasn't. But as we make our way up the starboard side of the boat, it looks like that's where a majority of them, of the larger legal fish, were laid out. So that's where we'll get into some action. Alright, so if you watch carefully in the bottom left of the screen here, you will see Tommy dropping the reel off the side of the boat down into some ropes, while in the process wrapping it all around himself, getting completely dogged up. We see that there's a large flounder laying here, and he wants to get a shot from the front of it. That way it'll swim up into the spear, you know, because the bottom of the boat, or the floor, is made of metal, so the spears are going to pass through like it would when we're on sand. And then here I end up on babysitter duty, getting them untangled, trying to get the spool, all the line back into the spool, and that way we don't get tangled up in it any worse. But this is why it's important not to like panic or freak out when you get wrapped up. If you just stay still, it makes it pretty easy to get it out. Alright, as we make our way down the side of the boat, Tommy's got the spear gun, he's down along the side, and I'm up top reeling in the reel, that way we don't get tangled up again. And we come across another large flounder laying on the side. You can see Tommy here, he's got a lot of dives under his belt. He is looking to see if there's an even bigger flounder laying somewhere close by. A lot of times when you find one that you think is big, you look around and there'll be an even bigger one laying not too far away. So it's definitely a good practice. I'm very impatient, so I just want to shoot it the second I see it. But, you know, taking a second look never hurts and usually pays off for them. Here we can see Tommy getting a little angry at the fish. A lot of pent-up anger. You know, his dad bent the spear on the spear gun on the last dive, so unfortunately we had to do it the old-fashioned way and just club him to death. Alright, so as we're making our way, we find the last flounder for Tommy's limit. But unfortunately, the spear is so bent that Tommy doesn't really want to shoot it. But via hand signals, I convinced him that we weren't going back without the limit. So he shot it. Unfortunately, you know, due to the bent spear, Tommy had to get in there and finish the job. Give him a couple clubs to calm him down and stick him on the stringer before we made our way back up. Well, here we are in the end game, hanging on our safety stop. Tommy's going another 3 rounds with the flounders. Talked about how our masts are fogging up a little bit and trying to get some awesome pictures of the catch underwater. But that's it for this video. Don't miss the awesome sunset at the end, and have a good one.
How was Fizz? Any better than over there?
It was a good dive.
Dark.